Is there something you need to?
Just like before, just the way you talked. Tell me what year you used to live. I also did a little research.
Holy cow.
Can you read what other word is with Nikki? Hello everybody, and welcome to Spirit Box Weekly. And this week on Spirit Box Weekly, I just want to make sure the mic is in the right area. This week on Spirit Box Weekly, we'll be testing out the 12-469. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. And if you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask during the stream, please feel free to do so. Scott is also in there. He's a moderator. So he'll be able to let me know if you have any questions that you would like to have answered as well. And feel free to let us know what you'd like us to ask, and we'd be happy to ask that. And I'd like to give some shout outs real quick. Defunk, Ghost Hunter in Stockton, California, Aaron, Mary Dallas, Ronda Castle Sutton, Night Lover, Scott, My Paranormal Corner. And let me see if there's any other individuals that I might have missed real quick. I did get Aaron already. Doppelganger, thanks for being in here, bud. Harry Overstreet. And for any individuals, numerous Mr. Scary Pasta, numerous individuals do channels. Actually, Ghost Hunter Stockton, California has his own channel as well. That's Samuel. And we got Nikki Paranormal as well. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this week. Anybody else that comes in, I'll try to give you a shout out as soon as I see your name. Last week we had some really good results. We had some interesting results happen. And I'd also like to give a shout out this upcoming Sunday. We have a new show coming out, Parapanel Discussions, with some great guests that we're going to be talking about different technology from the past and stuff within the present, and hopefully things in the future. And that'll be 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. So you can check that out. We have basically 4 inventors and 1 individual that has tried out almost every device that's out there. So if you are free Sunday night, I know everybody's going to be watching the Super Bowl, but if you're not into the football scene, or if you're interested in hearing some stuff about technology, tune in. We'll be live and be happy to answer any questions or have any insight. And Papa Nana, thanks for being in here with us. I'm going to start out the show per suggestion of actually you guys by doing a burst session. Anytime you guys have any suggestions or you have any thoughts on things you'd like us to do within the show, please comment within the show, or comment in the chat, comment below the video after it's done, and we'd be happy to listen to that and try to adhere those within the show. If possible, is there any individuals that may be around? I know, Rebecca, you've been around numerous times, and I believe your nickname that you like to be called is Becky. And we, through communication, we kind of had a couple different conversations through Spirit Box and through voice recorder. Rebecca, or Becky, whichever you'd like to be called, could you kind of give an explanation of what a spirit is compared to what a ghost is? Are you guys hearing this, or am I? I mean, I'm hearing stuff through my headset. I'm sorry to cut you off while you were talking. If possible, Rebecca, could you walk in front of me? Is there any way that you could show off the energy in which you put out? Just so everybody knows, this is this is the device for tonight, and then this over here is the thermal. And I'd like to try to see, Rebecca, if you could show yourself through the thermal. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play this back. Rebecca, thank you for any communication that you're able to give. Spooky Raven, thanks for popping in. And yes, I do know what creepypasta is. It's actually been kind of viral within the last probably 4 to 5 years. But yeah, I do know what it is. Any individuals listening with a headset, this could be very loud when I go to play this back. So just to let you know, you may want to turn down your audio just so you're not blasting your ears. I don't want to see you blast out your ears.
If possible, is there any individuals that may be around? I know, Rebecca, you've been around numerous times, and I believe your nickname that you like to be called is Becky.
I don't remember saying that.
Spirits within communication. If Tina is around...
No, that's from last week. There you go.
James, whenever you're ready.
This recorder is touchy sometimes.
If possible, is there any
There you go.
individuals that may be around? I know, Rebecca, you've been around numerous times, and I believe your nickname that you like to be called is Becky.
Right there. I don't remember saying that.
Is Becky. And we, through communication, we kind of had a couple different conversations through spirit box and through voice recorder. Rebecca, or Becky, whichever you like to be called, could you kind of give an explanation of what a spirit is compared to what a ghost is?
Right there. I mean, I'm hearing it.
Explanation.
Spirit is not a
What a
ghost.
spirit is compared to what a ghost is. Are you guys hearing this, or am I mean, I'm hearing stuff through my headset. I'm sorry to cut you off while you were talking. If possible, Rebecca, could you walk in front of me? Is there any way that you could show off the energy in which you put out? Just so everybody knows, this is this is the device for tonight, and then this over here is the thermal. And I'd like to try to see, Rebecca, if you could show yourself through the thermal. You could show yourself, so everybody knows, this is this is the device for tonight, and then this over here is the thermal. And I'd like to try to see, Rebecca, if you could show yourself through the thermal. I'm going to go ahead and play this back.
Go ahead and turn that off real quick. Very interesting, very interesting stuff. I mean, I'm kind of surprised with some of the captures. Again, the location, just let everybody know, it's 175 years old. I know a lot of people that are viewing this. You've seen numerous shows. And I'd like to thank Hippie for coming in, for Chris Veed for coming in, Night Lover, Raven, Samuel, Ghost Hunter in Stockton, California, Nikki, My Paranormal Corner, Aaron, Doppel, Mary Dallas. So many of you are in here. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the spirit box. And this was actually a gift. This was from ParaGhoster. He sent this to me for Christmas, actually. And I did acknowledge it last week, and I'd like to acknowledge it again. I appreciate it. It's always great to try new devices. And this, we had some really killer results last week. Rhonda Castle, Callie, Scary Pasta. Spirits within communication. I'm a little nervous to do this, actually. Who is Samuel? The last time I did that, it was using the Dark Fox. The candle burst in flames, so I'm slightly nervous to do that again. Apollo Raiders, thanks for being in here. Callie, it's great to see you in here. Rebecca, just out of curiosity, I feel we have a great connection trying to talk to each other. Can I ask you a few questions without trying to breach whatever rules you may have to follow? that is part of the question I have. Do you have rules in which you have to follow? Is there rules on the other side? I hope that the first rule is that it's not that you can't discuss the rules.
And then
Now, spirits within communication, Rebecca, or any other individuals, do you feel at peace where you are? Are you comfortable being around me? Are there other spirits that feel trapped where they are? Rebecca, is Emily still around? I believe I see her here and there. Little glances of something very low. Is that Emily? Michael. Who is Michael? And any questions that you guys may have, feel free to write those in the chat as well. I'd be happy to ask those questions as well. Rebecca, how do you come with me when I go to work? Are you in my car with me, or always around me? It started when? I can faintly hear you. You're starting to come through a little bit stronger. By attempting to do spirit communication, is this dangerous for individuals? Does Lindsay have a last name? Out of curiosity, when we try to summon or try to communicate, are you able to bring individuals here to communicate with us? Or do they stay where they are and just talk through you?
Hey,
I mean, no disrespect. I am not here to harm you. I'm not here to hurt you. There is an individual in the chat. His name is Samuel. He is out of Stockton, California. He's curious if you know who he is. And I'll actually go a little bit further. Who is Edward with the relationship to Samuel? When that candle burst, there was a voice that said, "Edward, why did you do that?" Who is Edward to Samuel? Is Edward a mischievous spirit? Hello, David. Thanks for being in here. I do have candles that are lit right here, actually. I'm going to actually turn this down. I'm going to try another burst session real quick. I keep feeling a coldness on my right arm. I mean, the thermal's not really showing a difference right there. Be right in this section right here. Spirits within the communication. I can I feel that you are present. I mean you no harm. I mean you no disrespect. Do you have a message or a story that you would like to tell? To answer your question, whether or not this could be dangerous for what I am doing, yes and no. I think with trying to communicate with the unknown within the paranormal, there is a certain form of danger that is present. Doing it alone, I highly don't recommend. But I have actually kind of pushed past, and I've been doing the sessions alone. But being alone, you are vulnerable in an aspect, because, if something does infect you, you don't get to see that because you're the only one doing it. So having a partner when you do communication is a good thing. It's also good for validation, give good validation whether or not something has happened. So I do recommend, personally, if you are doing spirit communication or anything within the paranormal, find a good friend that you guys enjoy it and do it together. And I'd like to wish Night Lover happy birthday. Mine's actually coming around the corner, actually. But I'm going to go ahead and play this back, and again, just to let everybody know, this could be loud. So if you're wearing headphones, you may want to turn them down and then turn them up to a comfortable level.
Spirits within communication, I feel that you are present.
I'm hearing, can you hear me talking to you?
I feel that you are present. I mean you no harm. I mean you no disrespect. Do you have a message or a story that you would like to tell?
Yeah, I'm hearing something. It's very faint. I would say, Scary Pasta, the questioner asking with Spooky Raven, if you feel you have a gift or something, the best thing to do is learn more about it. Learn more about what your gift is or what is around you. I would not jump it right into trying to communicate. I would try to learn kind of how to listen, and then at that point maybe try to communicate. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the spirit box back on. I definitely thought I heard a couple audio anomalies in there, but they weren't very strong. They weren't class A's or B's, or they're very faint. Let me go ahead and turn this back on. Spirits within communication, if possible, today is Night Lover's birthday. Would you be able to say happy birthday to her? If you said happy birthday, it was really hard to hear it. The slower that you talk, the easier it is for us to hear you. Alright, I'm actually going to turn down the noise reduction. Let's try that. For 1 second. It's great to see everybody in here. It truly is. Spirits within communication, what is the easiest way for us to communicate with you? Through reverb? Through echo? If possible, if there's a group of spirits, could you try to sing the happy birthday song? It'll help me get this device in tune with your voices. Yeah, I'm starting to hear you. Can you keep doing that? I appreciate it more than anything. How's that? Are you guys still singing the happy birthday song? Happy birthday. I can hear you singing the happy. I appreciate it so much. Stephanie is her name. That was very good, very good. I appreciate that. I'm sure she does as well. I believe so, yeah. Now, I've always had I've discussed this, but I've always had a theory. Is our struggle that we can't hear you because you talk too fast? Or we can't hear it quick enough? Find a way to slow down the playback of our devices to hear you better? Welcome, Love Peace. Scary Pasta, if you're not feeling well and you feel like something may be affecting you, what I would recommend is actually going outside and just kind of touch a tree, just kind of be with nature, ground yourself. Hello. Now, any spirits within communication? I was on Skype before I did the show, and James was on there with me, and I was doing something. I was playing something. Could you tell everybody what instrument I was playing? Thank you. I heard you say your guitar. Now, what I was playing on it, did it sound okay? Now, everybody loves music, whether they're 1, 2, 3, or 100. What type of music did you enjoy? One of my favorite composed songs is Moonlight Sonata. I know it's My Paranormal Corners as well. Where you are, do you have musical instruments you can play? And if so, could you play part of Moonlight Sonata if you know it? What type of things do you have access to that you can use? Can you read literature where you are? Out of curiosity, Rebecca, are you normally over in this area? Are you in this section right here? And just so individuals know, there is an amplifier underneath the table that's here. Basically, I built kind of like a portal thing that Huff had. The parts, you can find those on Google+. I shared that. It has a little emblem, says, stop wasting money. You know, it was a much affordable route instead of creating the actual portal that Huff has created. It's just a Piley amplifier. And then I actually have a noise reduction pedal, which the audio is going through. So it kind of filters out some of that hiss and some of that stuff there. And then under that is a FEX Behringer multi-effects unit, which has 16 different effects. So when you're hearing like a reverb or you're hearing the cathedral sound, it's actually that mini FX unit that's causing that to sound like that. A lot of us that are trying to do some spirit communication are kind of researching in a lot of ways where we're finding echo or reverb or even delay kind of gives us a second chance to almost get full real-time communication as we're doing things live. A lot of the applications such as Extreme Senses software, Ghost Hunter apps are starting to include those things within their software. And actually Martin was the one that suggested the FEX 800 mini FX unit to test with spirit communication. You don't need it for his devices, but it does help out even with this. You know, it helps make it a little clearer. I'm going to go ahead and turn that back on. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type it right in the chat. I'd be happy to ask any of those questions for you. Oh, and Christina, thanks for being in here with us. I'm not really sensing too much around me right now, actually. Rebecca, are you still nearby? Are you still very close? Hello? I heard you say, hey, Dom. And I've explained this numerous times. I heard spirits as well. Basically, these sessions are recorded. There's individuals that are watching that are trying to learn how to do real-time communication with you, or trying to hear the differences between all the different devices. So I do these sessions live. So a lot of individuals do these sessions and they edit them and they put them up there. And it's it's tough to tell whether or not the device works because of that. There is a lot of people that could improvise and make things up. With this, there's no way. It's a live. And I liked, I did this before. I'm going to try to do it again just because out of curiosity. I'm going to get kind of loud, everybody. So just to forewarn you. Spirits and communication. If you can you finish this phrase or this statement? Wake up and smell the... Just curious if it worked. The last time we did that, we did do that with an application, and it did seem to work with the application.
What? Really? Yeah.
I drink coffee every day. Well, when I'm at work. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just do another test real quick. Radio's still going, and I'm going to talk, and then I'm going to turn it on, and then I'm going to talk, and then turn it on, and kind of see if they can communicate in that gap of turn on, turn off. So, any spirits within communication, Rebecca, I believe you are always in this section. You're always to my left, behind me. Emily, I always feel that you're below, to the right. Just kind of what I sense. I'm not psychic. I'm not an empath in any aspect. Just from the energy around, that's kind of what I've sensed. So I'm going to ask first question. Rebecca, are you to my left? Emily, are you to my right? Any spirits that may be present, are you in front of me? Have you ever sat in my chair in front of me? Okay, that was a dude, I believe, that was talking. Do you sit in my chair and watch me while I sleep? In the day in the life of a spirit, what do you do during the day? Normally you're more active at night. What do you do during the day? If all of us were spirits or ghosts, we all have joked about it in the essence of we would haunt someone. As a spirit, as a ghost, is there certain funny... What the hell was that? Is there certain funny things that you have done to people? What is one of the jokes or one of the things that you have done to somebody? The lights. You've turned off the lights. How hard is it for you to open a door or to move a chair? Do you thoroughly enjoy individuals trying to communicate with you? Do you feel alone where you are? Well, I would like to thank you for your communication. I'd like to say good night. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, this Sunday, we have a brand new show style that's coming out. Parapanel discussions. I have 4 inventors and one individual that's tested quite a few different devices. He's tested almost everything that's out there. And we'll be doing that 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we also want to give a shout out for Chris V. She has her show Sunday nights at 9 p.m. We wanted to make sure we didn't intrude with that. So we'll be giving her a shout out as well. Don't forget to check out Love Pieces channel. Don't forget to check out Paulo Raiders. Spooky Raven does shows on Tuesday nights. And they're awesome shows. Very informative and very well done, honestly. Don't forget to check out Nikki Paranormal. Aaron, Callie. There are many, many great channels that you all have. And I thank you for what you guys are doing. And thank you all for coming in tonight. And I hope to see a few for the show on Sunday. I know the Super Bowl is going on. But it should be good. It should be a good show. John Mizzy, Dover Paratech, James G., myself, and Scott will be on there that evening. Have a great night. And if the spirits are talking, if there's voices in the night, maybe it's time we start to listen. Have a beautiful night, everybody.